प्रेम से गुरु महाराज की जय। Suswagatam, welcome this morning. Jai Sitaram, Namaste, and we greet each other in the name of the Divine. This morning, as we come together, we are blessed to have Pandit Keshava Gosine. He's been traveling in the US, and so they've reached out to us, and so here we are, spending a few moments in discourse, in conversation, in satsang. Panditji is no stranger to our dharma. He is the spiritual head of the Krsna Seva Ashram, Trinidad and Tobago. Unlike myself, Panditji is an auditor. I'm very glad that we share that too. We'll talk about audit stories later on. He's been on this path for in excess of 25 years in this capacity. And so that tells me that Pandit comes with lots of experience, but most importantly, lots of power, lots of love for our tradition. And I've viewed some of his videos as we prepare for today, and I can see that, his presentations are very clear, very simple, but very profound. And so I'm sure that will be the case here today. I'll ask my dear brother, Bachunji, to do one bhajan, and then we'll do the second bhajan today, and then we'll go right to Panditji. I know we have many of our regular Mandir singers, but I'll ask you if you can be patient with us today, for Panditji prepared a beautiful message, and so we want to give him ample time to elucidate, and I'm sure during this katha we will all join him in the chanting of beautiful bhajan, kirtan, and so on, as of his choice, this beautiful morning. Thank you all for being here. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. I'm glad so many of you have decided to join us. And for those of you joining us on Facebook or other media this morning, thank you as well. Thank you for continuing to be there with us as we spread the word, as we continue to share the wonderful graces of the Divine Lord. It's a Sunday morning, and I pray wherever you're at, as you woke up this morning, and you've seen the beautiful and feel the energy of Surya Narayan, know that it is uplifting. It is our job to receive that in its right manner and bring that energy into all that we do. It's Ravivar. It's a beautiful way to start yet another week. My dear brother, Rabbi Chibji will do one bhajan for us, and then we will get prepared for one bhajan followed by Vic, and then we will get to Panditji. Prem Surya's Maharaj ki Jai. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Saraswati Rupe Samskrita Namastasya 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 Namo Jai Jai Hanuman Jai Hanuman Jai Hanuman हनुमान को खुश करना आसान होता है हनुमान को खुश करना आसान होता है हनुमान को खुश करना आसान होता है A beautiful bhajan glorified Anandji. I know as well my brother is planning a trip to India. I'm sure he brought some materials. I hear it's an awesome trip that he planned. We will post the information very soon. But please reach out to our brother Bachunji. He does a tremendous job promoting our culture, allowing all those who would like to go a bit closer to Bharat Ma and enjoy for yourself in person, like direct. Please see our dear brother Krishnji. We will sing our one more bhajan and then we'll go right to Krishnji. Truly wonderful graces of the Lord, we're blessed again to be in each other's company under the wonderful roof of the temple that we establish, do not necessarily occupied by, we don't pranapratishta of all these murtis, but this should remind you of an extension of the divine graces of the Lord, not only in the halls of the temple, but in every place we go. Because the energy of the divine Lord is such that it's felt everywhere we go. So we're blessed to have Panditji. You know, it is a blessing always to have Pandits. And for those of you who follow us, you know that we have a very robust visiting Pandits program. And so Panditji, you are now part of our visiting Pandits family. So thank you for coming and God bless you. And so now, without much more ado, I'd like to have Panditji take over from here. Let me welcome again all of you. I see Pandit Ganesh Ji is here with us to share his blessings. Thank you, Panditji, and all of you for being here. May God bless all of you. Prem Suryas Maharaj Ki Jai.
Let's all clasp our hands as we begin this morning with mantras before we go forward into our discourse. Prabhu, by your grace, another week has passed, and we are at the doorstep of this week coming. It would be remiss of us to not listen that we Lord. Every grace and every mercy you've shown us this week. So far for the morning, we listened to a wonderful Hanuman Chalisa, beautiful Puja, wonderful chant of Bhajan and Kirtan. And yet God all unsaid wonderfully when he said expressions of love. Love for what? Dear God, I don't know all those fancy mantras. I don't know the ins and outs of all these songs. But from my heart, for every day that I was able to reach home safe, I saw my children, grandchildren home, laughing, making noise. Everybody is safe. I'm grateful. If anybody amongst you fighting a battle with health, and you have your challenges, dear Lord, by your grace, I can look whether on my tablet at home, I can be here in the Mandir, and I can join together with Bhakti Sadhana. Bhakti Sadhana. Fancy word. Bhakti means devotion, and Sadhana refers to that activity or that service, rendering of that love. Because I'm so happy and grateful that I want to do it for you. Prabhu, as we are about to listen to your discourse, there was a little debate this morning about what to read. And when we chose the discourse, Prabhu may penetrate as the month of Shravan is running. Shravanam is that bhakti or that type of devotion where you listen to the glories of God. Rather than gossip, rather than things that have no value. I want to listen to his discourse so that it enriches my soul, it brightens my aura, it lessens the burden of sin. Dear God, this is why I am taking the time, I'm prioritizing my time to simply listen to the story of Mahavishnu this morning. Prabhu, I have challenges in my life, and I pray that by allowing these words to penetrate my air, my body, for it to play with my mind, to cause me to think different. May my life start to change little bit, incremental, little bit. May his magic, may his sadhu, may his blessings be upon me and my family. This is my prayer this morning. Let's join together as we do our mantra. Simple Jananam Bhutaghanati Sevitam Kapit Sambo Panachan Patritam Umasutam Sho Kavinashatarakam Namaha call upon your mother. Pray to her, Adi Shakti Mata. Ma, thank you for your grace. Thank you for your blessings. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayani Namostute. Think of the Jewish mother. You know, as a Hindu, we always pray for others. Do you know that? Let's remind ourselves this morning. I can't only pray for myself. It's not only about me. Dear Lord, I remember my parents, if they passed away, they are still alive. God bless them wherever they are. My first group, the teacher in the school, my Diksha Guru, Baba who came and Baba barefoot and sit down and teach me the mantra. And with patience, constantly remind him that I was with the mantra. Dear God, wherever these people are, with us or with you, may you bless them. Thank you for these people. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vajalam, Pandum Langvete, Yativat Mahantante, Paramananda Sadhavam. This verse from Yagnas is a reminder of how we pray. Dear Lord, I bow to you because of your power, because of the ability that mantra says. You can take a grain, a speck of dust, and make it into a mountain, and a mountain in the speck of dust. The person who cannot speak, they become eloquent when you praise them, when you bless them. And the person who is speaking can sometimes lose their speech when you are not with them. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let's go again. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Everybody cannot afford to listen to the time we have. So let me ask you this as we get into our conversation this morning. When you refer to your religion, what is your religion? What is the proper name? Let's pretend I'm not of this dharma. As I think. Many people say, Baba, I'm a Hindu. Hindu. But you know what that word really means? Imagine I'm talking to children here in Ashram. Hindu means I live in the Indus Valley or the Hindu Valley. Some people call it differently. It is as if I'm saying my religion is Floridian, where I live. That is what that word means. Because of the influence and the influx of other religions at the time, they identified us as Jewish people. They lived here. So they are called as such. But the true name for your religion is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma translates into Sanatan, eternal, everlasting, Dharma, or Dharma, the principle. So if as a marriage officer, when I have to sign a book to marry two people, part of what they ask is their religion. And as a Hindu, we put Sanatan, this That is how you identify. In this Sanatana Dharma, it is about the rules, the principles by which you hold yourself, the standards you hold yourself and your family. So, for example, as a Sanatanist, we bow to the God in everybody. So you come into the temple, you reach to your home, and we say Sitaram, Namaste, Sitaram, everybody. But you would be surprised how many people don't know why we say Sitaram, why we do this. This is a mudra. This is a hand gesture. Just like when we have Matipur and the girls are doing their hands like this. This mudra, for example, children that is a Maggie, this mudra is called Lakshmi Mata Prasakti. And when you are touching the person, it is as if you are on chain the person, blessing the person, to take negative off of them. That is why we do that. But if, like that example, like the hand gesture like this, we don't teach our young and focusing on young now. But to have young at heart people that sometimes need a little mantra too. Why we do these things, you might be doing it because, well, Pandit Vishnu tell me to do. I was having a chat with what to read this morning before we started with some young heads. And I asked them, why do you do such things? And you know what the answer? Not only here, but anywhere you go. When my mother told me to do it, the Pandit told me to do it. They now told us to do it that way. And the problem with that, suppose they told you the wrong thing. Suppose the drum was blaring and you heard the wrong thing. Suppose you make a mistake. Suppose in your dharma, as you are doing it, you're making an error and you continue the error. Why? Because, well, the mother-in-law, when I came here, the mother-in-law told me to do it this way. I don't know why I do it, I don't know the significance, and the mistake is propagated. It becomes a family tradition. And with that family tradition, it becomes law. Well, Pandit, this is how we have always done it. You're doing it wrong, but you must continue doing it wrong. And then that becomes part of your dharma. And this is why we see variations in doing the Hanuman Puja, in doing the Shraddha. Don't talk about Shraddha. Don't go here, Baba. That is wrong. So the answer to this type of scenario is simply Pandits have to teach. Not opinion, not our opinion. Please remember, as Sanatanists, when we sit on the Sanasana, we ask asking to teach. You teach from the text, not from your opinion, not from your take on it. What does our religion practice? Based on a person's karma, 10 people can sit here, and it's the same discourse, same story. The children understand, and in that same story, 10 people will interpret it differently based on your understanding. So a 50-year-old male might interpret it different to a 10-year-old female, if you understand the logic. But when the narrator, when the Vyasa puts his opinion in it, then you pollute the story of prophet. So when you listen to the authentic text and you hear, okay, this is why we do what we do, if you would more than likely you do your question, and then you speak to the This morning, we're going to deal with a little bit of information. Our labeling of this morning's program is Bhakti Sadhana. If you understand that word Bhakti, you will say, Baba, that word means devotion. And I do devotion. This child, Amira, is doing devotion this morning. Agreed? You did wonderful puja. But then the question is, what is devotion? Is devotion only puja? Suppose, ma, I cannot do prayers today, for whatever reason. Does it mean that I cannot have within my heart devotional or love for God? Suppose God made me in such a way these hands don't move. I cannot lift my hand to offer flowers, arti, prasad, worship. Then you will remember the conversation from Rama, where Sri Ram speaks to Shabda. And it says, Bhakti is of 94. Pujas more. You will hear the month is labeled Shravan. Shravanam is when we love. I love. You see, I'm daily in the routine, I'm doing my house chores. Play the Hanuman Chalisa on YouTube. I love to listen to it. I love to listen. My prayers is using this equipment. And I love positive to enter here. That is Shravanam. We know about it. Think back of your parents. Whether here or Trinidad or Guyana, wherever you go. Older people is never tell it, your poor have prayers are going to hear the prayers. But they still rush to go in the temple for. They want to sit on the front row. They're not doing the puja. Amira is doing the puja. But everybody comes to hear. Why? It says, by practicing this form of devotion, listening to the prayer, the person gets the blessing as if they did the puja. So Amira has to fast without salt, she has to bend those knees and come and do puja. And everybody else is not and listening to the prayers. And when all the mantra was chanted and all these things are going, they get the same blessings. Often in another form of bhakti that you are practicing right now, whether you are at home or you are here. Because think about what I'm saying. How is it where in the temple, there are many people looking on at home and they're getting the same blessings? Because darshanam says, darshanam is by looking at prayer, watching prayer. You get the blessings as if you have done the prayer. This is why people who have, I love to see my satsang. I love to go, let's say personal, let's say prior to Puja. It have Bhagavad in the temple. I must go to see the prayer. The elders used to want to sit in the front room, never in the back room. I want to witness when they put it down the Krsna, they're walking in with the Ganesh Murti, Ganesh Utsav coming just now. I want to see the parade. I want to see when they lift the book on the person's head, the Shrota's head. I want to witness it. The person who witnessed the sanskar, the puja, that form of bhakti, by not doing the prayer. You are not doing anything, but you're getting all the reward. So our elders knew very well what they were doing. The reason why these forms of devotion exist is because not everybody has the health and strength. This morning, there are people looking at us from their hospital bed. There are people lying on their condition that they couldn't even lift the hand off our Lord. That could be me or you one day to come. But every day we will have the strength to do it Amira's way. So in our Dharma, it says, regardless to your condition, find your way of devotion. People sing, people chant, people do havan, people lie down flat and offer the entire body by the word. Have you ever seen somebody do that? And they tell, how is this? I don't have money, I don't have prasad. I live in bachelor life, I don't have to lady to turn the pot and give anything for your Saraswati Ma. But I offer you my heart, my body, my finger, nail, and give you that thing. Like Hanuman Baba, the person who bows to the foot of the Murti. There are some people, Baba in Dhoti and Kurta, will bow in front of Vishnu. But if I see me in the airport, I wonder that I'm ashamed to touch it. There are some people, regardless, I worship with feet. When you get your Charan Amrit, you know what is Charan Amrit? Anybody know what is Charan Amrit? Yeah. Some people say Chana Amrit. Chana Amrit. I don't know what. Pancham. Pancham. Panchamrit means for me? Five. Pancham. Amrit means super. So if you mix it the cup in the milk, you're using it. Right. When it washes the shaligram, it washes the foot of Lord Vishnu. Same thing like what Hanuman Baba did. Padma Seva. Padma is foot. But when you wash the stone now, it transforms into something called Charan. Charan is from the ankle to the foot. That's how we call that part of the body. Amrit, by the washing of Lord Vishnu foot, you come blessed. When the puja finished, elders will tell them, make sure and let it drop. Because that's what gives us blessing. But if we don't understand that, we say, I don't like milk. And you throw away the opportunity to get blessing. This morning, as we get into our discourse, I want to do one verse from Paraha Puran, where the Gita Mahatyam, Bhagavad Gita Mahatyam exists, and then we follow. In it, this deals with Gita Mahatyam. Krishna has left the earth. The entire Krishna Lila is finished. Imagine the line behind him and he's floating away. And now Mata comes and she says, "Where are you going? I know all you to come and sit here. You know, reach upon bread, and by your good works, no thanks, and all the troublemakers gone. What you doing if you leave me now? Everything will go back to trouble. You're going to be here while." And he says, "Mom, it won't. Because I left the divine soul." Bhagavad Gita means divine soul. So he says, if the person follows this text, he will get the blessing. Parabdam bhujamano Gita sara samukhasa sukilo karmana no palipyat. How is it that somebody is going to be filled with corrupt karma and make time for bhakti or devotional service? How do you do that? What is corrupt karma? We use the word karma, but under karma is not different term. We only focus on one this point. Corrupt karma is your karma that God gives you because of your past. Simple. Because of your past, God in this life allows you to be a husband, a wife, a sister, a brother, a co-worker, a neighbor. Think about all these relationships. And a little conversation, a share a cake with my neighbor, I sent a gift for my brother, I was honest in my job, in my dealings, etc. It deals with a lot of decisions. Your place, should I get vexed with my sister because she said X, Y, and Z, or should I be calm and forgive? In any example, corrupt karma takes up a lot of your time. Get into the job, fixing the car so that you can reach to the job, training children, talking to children. How, after all of that, are you going to find time to do devotional service? How will it work, Krishna? And he says, "Mom, let them follow the Gita. Let them," I'm sure you've heard the mantra, Gita, Ganga, Chagayatri, Sita, Satya, Saraswati. That is called in the 18th name of Gita. Mahapapa di papani Gita dhyanam karoti che. By listening, reading, regular recitation of the Gita. Just as water cannot stain a leaf, so too a person's past karma, their sins, their mistakes, you don't hold them, you can't kill them. Wherever the Gita is kept, that place becomes like Prayag, holy places, Tira, etc. All the devatas come wherever that book is being read, studied, reflected upon, discussed. So great is this Bhagavad Gita, the book, that we give it in charity. We give it in the Siddha, we give it in the Puja, Gita Path. We give it when we are blessing our car. We put it when we are moving Griha Pravesh, when we're going into the house for the first time. Because he says that Gita Ganga Chagayatri, that is my body. Wherever the book is, I, Krishna, live right here. So put me in the house and everything will come positive after. Good. What does Gita say? Then in chapter 4, verse 37. Just as fire burns whatever wood you put in the house, knowledge burns away all your sins. And it gives you the ability to have an understanding for God. That gives you devotional love. It gives you, you can put it, just say a word, bow. Do you know how many people come to the temple, but they have no emotion? They have nothing. I'm here. My mother wake up this morning and she make the call. But I, in my heart, did not want to be here. I didn't need to be here. But when you understand the God, and it will go this morning, I want to go. But the Kerala, you might see that earnest in them. But for the younger head, maybe that is coming, but they're reaching. When you have that earnest, when you have that devotion, that love for your God, it's that when you meet someone. Let me imagine, we went to the airport to receive your relative. You didn't see them for 20 years. You know how excited, you're anxious, your palms sweating a little bit just now. And with that earnest, it goes and meet this person. You know, do you have that in your service? Not yet. Sometimes not. When he sings, I feel the love. Agree? When that flute is blowing and your mind, whoo, and it's finding the love, it is evokes something inside. But the problem is that flute ever there with you. So you have to figure out a way to get that emotion, that juice flowing from inside of you to talk to him when you are doing your day-to-day job. That is what Mother is asking. How are you going to do it? So, Hindus, Sanatanists, we put our pit players in the car. We put the Rudra speed in the car. Rudra speed, Rudra, Lord Shiva, Aksh means his tears, his eyebrows. When Satyadevi is burning, Lord Shiva tears drop and his trees grew. For that reason, when we wear seeds, these beads, it says one bead translates into the Shiva standing right here. So people put it in their car, in their desk, etc. Like this, in their desk, wherever they might be. Be with me, stay with me. I know you're with me. But when it comes to knowledge, he says, I believe in chapter 12, it is better to have knowledge than just to practice something. Something I want to talk about this. Many people do pujas. But if you ask them, why are you doing what you're doing? As Sanatanis, we don't know. Maybe it's a language barrier, maybe I don't know what people are doing. Because you have more content now, you have more internet, more Facebook, YouTube, you have more access. And still, it is as if we are losing the rules, what we are, why we are. This morning, let us enter. Very proud. Give them together. No choice. But not the scary part. It describes what happens to the soul after the end of chapter 14 of Great Mandir. What really happens after the time for the 1 year? And in it, we'll hear about how does God know when you do good and bad. And if you want to do good, this morning we want to talk about what the benefit of making the sacrifice, to come to the temple, pick your flowers, and offer it in. What is the reward? I hear do this, do that, do Shivratri, do Navratri. But why? Simply put, what is the benefit to me in doing all this Bhakti Sadhana? Making the sacrifice. Let's join together. As we enter into chapter 14, Bird is asking Prabhu, what is happening when the soul reaches to the house of Yagnas? But this, I don't want to hear about the sinfulness. I want to hear about the righteousness. Happy peace. Let's go together. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Striving to do good karma, prashchit karma. He didn't repent. That's just like life charity, feeding poor, helping people in the name of the deceased. So that I am doing it, Keshava is doing it, swaha, swaha, just to be clear. But let my mom, let my dad, let my Pua, let them reap the benefit. Long ago, before we could get from the Vishnu appeared in Uncle Bharat, when you didn't have the support of Mandir and so on, you remember people used to say, I sent $100 home, sister. You do the prayers home, but I want you to call my name. I am not physically there, but do it and let the reward flow to me. Let the reward flow to me. In the same premise, it is as if the person is not living in America, they're living in Borderland. They're just not here. But we're doing the prayer. Swaha, Swaha, I don't want the blessings. Please let so and so kill them. That is how we do all these good. Why do we do the good? In case they're going, I knew my father when he was 65. When he was 65, he was a loving, calm fellow. All the macho-ness come out from him. But when that same daddy was in his prime, Maybe he heard one or two hymns. Maybe he told one or two stories. I don't know. So I love him. So you know what I'll do? I'll do it good. I'm not assuming he's blessed. I will do good and I will help him. That's my father. How am I going to help him? You know how many people still think they get to carry this when they die? How many people feel they have 2 pounds of mud teeth, and they'll carry that when they go in? Well, brothers does know. That time, all the time they have, all the accolades, all the degrees, all the property titles, all the gold you own will have to stay right there for your son-in-law and son to squander. You take your whole life to build it and accumulate, and they'll finish it in 2 years if you love it. Give them a chance, they'll do it faster. Those things get to remain. What go with you? Tell me, what go with you?
Karma.
Your karma. Your good and your bad. That's it. The chapter says, when you have all these family, you know, Baba, I will come, temple for Krishna, I can't come. The children have homework, Baba. They have to drop them to college. I have to prepare this, I have to do that. I have job. And I throw away the opportunity to do all the devotional service I could have done. Shivratri, Bhavratri, etc. The young dude don't care about that. They ask the sinful guy in the earlier chapters, where is your children now? You spend your whole life, God gave you 60 years. Multiply that and look out how many seconds, how many you took in those years. And you wasted it on spouse, family affairs, sleep, explain all of it. You put so much effort in those children and it's called really now. Go to a funeral and see how you born and cry and you hear people. But leave to the 15 days and he's still born. And he's still breathing the same way. No. We move on. God Brown says, when the body starts to rot, the loving relatives pull on. When the fire in the fire starts to raise, they pull away. But the only thing that goes into that fire with you and holds you until you come out on the other side in your travel is your good and bad karma. So let's imagine my father is at the road waiting with a suitcase. The car is coming to take him on the Bandara day, he's going to go, he begins his travel to Yagnas' house. But I love him, you know. I love that little boy. So what I did, I called all of you here and I started to feed you. But God, Krishna, in that multi, witness what I'm doing. I'm doing it, I'm sharing food, I'm giving Baba a little dashna, whatever. I'm giving the ladies a little sari, whatever. Please, I don't want no blessing. Let that suitcase, whatever the good, pack that into the suitcase and let go with that. For the old lady said, I said, I was reading, you know, when you're going to travel, then how the mommy and the daddy never said, pack the suitcase. You're traveling and the packing puts it on and sorry, that will save your life. Making sure you have every amenity, meaning to say that you need. We do the same when we have Ashram. As loving, loyal members of the family, we do good to help that person amount of good to be more. One of the things we do is we give the dying down. We give it in charity. Equivalent, because of the knowledge, equivalent of power, charity. If it's a goal, it is good. It represents a full human-sized multi of Lord Vishnu. In my Father's name, I give this Krishna Arpa. Girl is asking me, please tell me what happened. What is the reception like for goodly, godly people? And the first thing he says, after walking, after traveling, pervading for the entire 11 going into 12 months has passed, you reach to the courtyard of Yagnas. It is huge. It is studied for righteous people. It is a positive place. Studded with diamonds and gold, flowers where your feet have to pass. Different type of workers of Yagnas is the first people you meet. So imagine you're walking into the yard, you're in the house here. It's a big wall around this square structure. And in the yard, let's say in Kappa, we are going to meet people. Have you ever seen, again, I'm speaking there for the purpose of edifying. We are talking about things so that you can walk away and say, oh, I didn't know that. That's the intention. Have you ever seen a Hare Krishna service or a Murti and you see the Masawe little sandal piece here? The Chandan looks a little different, not the center piece here. On the gurus, on the great persons, they put 2 circles here. Do you know what that is about? When Yamraj meets the soul, he calls 2 people out of the body. 2 witnesses. One side is Chitra, one side is Gupta. That's the name. In the reception here, Chitra and Gupta are sitting on a throne. But at the time of judgment, these 2 diya-like structure comes out of the body. And he says, Chitra, Gupta, tell me about this person. One starts to say, well, Pandit Keshava, when he was 5, he fed a dog. Then Gupta, the one who is trying to sink his soul. Understand, one trying to record the good and one trying to record the bad. So Chitra says, he fed the dog. Gupta says, the next day, he kicked the dog. So the scale now is being weighed. Good, bad, good, bad, good. And the judge, Yamraj, is watching, listening to every deed, I'm using myself, that I did when life was in the body. Think about it. How does God know the mistakes we make, the plots we make in our mind? Because you have to account it. Do you know when you're doing Puja with Baba? Hawan, do you remember doing like 3 times? All Puja, Ganesh Plan, Saraswati Plan, whatever. 3 times Gayatri. Do you know why? Gayatri is the most powerful mantra. We say that. But it is most powerful because of what it brings for you. Every time you say Gayatri once, you burn away the sin of 24 hours. So imagine the person came, we prepared this morning, for the plan, we do the puja, time to close the press, final hour, Gayatri 3 times. Why? Dear Lord, if I made sin this morning because of how I thought, how the thoughts in my mind, you know, it was on this trip, you're off, you know, you didn't say anything, but oh, God. Any mouth of body children, because they're telling you some language, then maybe the hands. How the hands came from the morning prayers? For the Vishnu and nice deep tree. But Baba didn't come in outside, I just went and picked Baba in the class. So I teach it, and then I went to offer the mind dear Lord, and he said it was mine. His teeth thing is a bandit. And that is where you get sin with your hand. Understand it. And you are saying, dear God, forgive me. I went to make the Krsna and maybe a strand of fear. Maybe I was walking and a little drop of fluid come up. It is happening. But let somebody tell you that is inappropriate, you would know. Young girls may not know they're making a mistake. Only when we discuss it, then they will say, oh, I never talk about that. Because if anybody else talks about it, it may come across as a little, insult. You know how these stories go. Other young girls that don't know nothing. You know what, we pray to ask for forgiveness in different ways. Chitra and Gupta, we are 100 million church. In fact, it says that Chitra and Gupta record them when they are by themselves. Record them when they are in secret. When nobody sees the thoughts, the mouth, the dealing. This is why they say when you think that you did it, because it will look good. And you have to account for it. When you're doing puja again, look on it, pay attention. You will see him use turban. Will he use black tail? By you, will he use white tail? Will he use brown tail? In history for that, long story short, Lord Vishnu creates Surya Narayan's family. So the ball is moving up to the sky. You know, they were saying left there began from nothing and then comes the sun. From the ball of fire comes the form that we worship on the baby. He went to bow to Lord Vishnu's feet, not at pranam. And when he touched it, Lord Vishnu, now this heat started sweat. So from the face comes white thing. What's it called? Look like a tear, drop of sweat. From the chest and the thorax comes brown thing. From his legs, black thing. He says, wherever my sweat is, bad people, bad things cannot come. So what's point there when you do the prayer? You sprinkle water after that, you soon sprinkle rice and tea to sanctify. When you're doing however, you offer unified. Why? When you offer white till, dear God, forgive me for the sins of my mouth. Brown till, the sins of my mind. Black till, the sins that I commit. Forgive me, please. But karma says, how you give is what you get. So I've given you this, please. I really make that error. Forgive me. Please realize that as a Sanatanist, we live by certain rules. We establish certain practices in your life. And if you know what it is, it will be so easy for you to fix your life. Why? Because bad things happen to good people everywhere. So why? Let me just pretend we're talking about a baby being born. In other religion, in their dharma, they say God made me in his image. Agreed? Perfection. Until you go to the hospital and the child is born blind, cannot hear, cannot speak, epilepsy, schizophrenia, diabetes, something. So what was born? Oh God, could this happen to this child? Grandparents and based on your previous karma, so these marks are remaining on your body. God will ask you why. Tell them for the person to think, why am I like this? And start to repent, start to move. So an easy example of what I'm talking about. How come God make a bald head? He says baldheadness or baldness is caused by the person in the previous life who lights fire to people properly. So in this life, I leave a mark on your body. Your ears don't work properly. In your previous life, you love to listen to gossip. Not good things, bad things. You love to hear something wrong happen to some young lady in the temple. You love it. Your tongue, you talk different, you have a lisp, you have a stutter. Why talk me so for? I'm so ashamed of how I speak. I can't speak in public. I get nervous. Why do I have this speech impediment? Because when you used to speak, what did you speak about? If we banter about karma, but we never get into specifics, you might know, I can do whatever I want, live however I want, and I'll get away with it. This morning, the soul is being met like Krsna. They say, welcome. You're a good person, welcome. We're happy to see you. Welcome. All the different workers of their branch, greetings. Who is the workers of their branch? Rheumatism, smallpox. All the different diseases listed here in human life form that plague the human body to take the soul out of you. He sends one for you, he sends one for me, and then slowly pulls away your health and your ability, dragging you down slowly, depending on your karma. Some people suffer more, some people suffer less. They are all standing now and paying homage to a great person being coming into their district. Chitran Gupta record who is good and who is evil, and they are highly praised in this place because of their role in the judgment process. The person admires how beautiful the place is decorated, as opposed to the reception of the sinful person where it looks dark and macabre. It looks scary. No light, no luster, no sheen. But here, full of light, bright sunlight that shines and reflects of all the gems and all this. It has no hunger, it has no sorrow, there is no trouble, there is no old age, pain, etc. Instead, it is filled with plenty. Water is flowing, and the person is in full admiration of the near ambience of this place. Garud is very happy to hear this. Something pleasant at long last coming out of the place. He said, tell me more. I want to hear more. Please tell me what happens next. He said, depending on the quality and qualification of the person. They enter, let's say, the western door, the eastern door, the northern door. Remember, the southern door is bad. We're not dealing with that. He says, tell me, Prabhu, who is going through which door? He says, when a good soul comes, the Agnisvataha. Agnisvataha is a fancy word when you're offering tarpon for people that belong to your family, but they did not do puja. Whether they belong to a religion, they were like an atheist, lazy, they just didn't feel it. Hindu by him alone, they belong to that category. So believe it or not, there's a way to pray for people like that. So sometimes people say, but Baba, I have this aunt, she's a different religion, she follows a different thing, but I wish to do something for her. How do I do it? How time myself to continue doing it? Believe it or not, when you do normal therapy, pretty much time, you pray to be God. That dear Lord, for all the people that fit in this category of Petra, the word is Agnisvataha, may they get blessing, may they get enjoyment, happiness by the food or the offering that we make. We do it for the monies, we do it for the great quarters of our texts, etc. And then we get into things like our Petras. He says, let's hear what he says in this verse. This is very important verse, because this one will get me in trouble, Baba. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Sridaram Madhavam I'm richer than you. I have more prestige. My children are doctors, lawyers. We're better than you. We give ourselves titles. We give ourselves positions. I myself on it, Gosine. And we rate ourselves quite up, as if we've learned how to color. Listen to what he says in this book. I'm reading for anybody that wants the challenge. Verse 46, chapter 14. Righteousness alone prevails in the assembly of the right. There is no favorite or favoritism. There is no untruthfulness. There is no jealousy. See that word favorite? There is no favored. Maybe we like to believe because I'm rich, or I'm more educated, or I'm more holy. We're going to get the VIP line. You know, you're going to the airport and have a free TSA line, you get to go quick. You move fast. The house of your master doesn't move. It has no bearing on that. The truth is, the only currency, the only thing that matters is your good and your bad. That is what is being judged equally. So you might tell yourself, you might speak with a Hindi accent, you might have all the knowledge of that God, that's good. But know that when you go before Him, everything is stripped away. You're naked in front of Him. And the only thing He's watching is your history. I gave you 65 years. What did you do with it? And then we get down to brass tacks. There are some people that, well, my mother never ran the temple. Because of the children, Baba can't come. I never learned how to make mango, so I never offered mango. And all these excuses fall to the side. But you have to answer for your account. What did you do? As I said at the beginning, life is about choices. And how you make those choices will predict where you're going. We blame people. I married this man and this man is like a thief. You never want to temple. That don't mean you cannot follow a different way of life. There are different ways. We don't have to sit like a mirror and do through that. That is one good, but there are different ways. So Garuda asked him, Prabhu, you are intriguing me. Tell me about who gets to go through the gate. And there are 3 gates, so you don't have just blessed people. Bad people are good. But you put in 3 different gates, who get to go through? Let's hear what he says. I will get into firstly the Eastern gate. And then we finish everybody. So quickly we are going to do this. Please pay attention to see, because this is the trick about this one. We are going to drop stones in your garden now. Now you will choose which door you are going through. This rarely have to do with anybody else. This is where you for yourself can say, you know what, I do that. I do this, I have this habit already, I have that. I'm going through the Eastern Gate, Baba. I take a book. Or maybe I'm going through the Northern Gate because of my habit. But believe it or not, you might be surprised about what gets you in the door. There are some people say, if I ask you, are you a good son after this? A good Hindu? Yes, Baba, I have 1 million flags in front of my house. I don't miss them a day. I have the best sari, Baba. Think about it. If somebody asks you, are you a good Hindu? Do you follow your Lord Shiva? Good. Yes, Baba. Why? What makes you a good Hindu? What practice? What do you do makes you a good person? Because whilst one person will say, Baba, I offer 5 cups of person every Sunday. Lord Krsna is happy with it. And another lady will say, I have celebrated, our president celebrated, for example, 28 years wedding anniversary. See there. 28 years anniversary. Could anybody calculate how much salary, how much torture that lady I had? For President, let's give him a round of applause. When you hear these accolades, 28 years, that's 28 years of service. You celebrate her. But she, the lady, Bill and Lily, right? The Lily team might tell you, Baba, I'm not going to kill you because I'm a diligent wife. I may not get to go to temple every day, every time. But I'm home when the children are sick as a mother. And I care for my husband and everywhere. My husband in Seva. That makes me a good Hindu or a good Sanatana. If I would ask you that no, what would you say? What qualifies you in your mind as a good person? God Vishnu is going to give you a picture. And I want you to judge by you or how you have lived. Then this morning, we will have a little idea of how we are doing in this thing of life. Let's join together in one verse about the Eastern meal. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaya Devi Let's talk about Eastern. This place is covered by the flower tree. That, do you know the story about it? If I say Pujas, do you remember that story? As the flower in the children in the ocean. That's the mother flower. Different people, different things. But there's this flower, flowering plant called Pujas. Comes out. Indra eats it to his group. And Satya Bhama, Krishna is called. She says she wants that flower. And Krishna went and get it from a flower station and he brought it to her. And from that moment, that is the most appropriate flower he used in his puja. God bless you if you get it. You can get the seeds on Amazon and you plant it. And it looks like a chimney. It's related, it's a form of jasmine. White flower, orange stem. It does not bloom in the day. People have to put net on that tree. And flowers and drops. In the night when you get up in the morning, you pick your flower and you go and do your puja. This entire walkway as the person comes through the stone was paved with jewels on the floor and lined with Pujas. The sweet scent of that jasmine, that night jasmine. Busy now with all types of chariot, great warriors, beautiful garden, the person is looking around, and great sages are sprinkling water, Raj, Rishi, different individuals are sprinkling benediction mantras on the path that this person is walking. Girl said, but who gets to walk here? He says, please listen. The person who does worship for all and every form of the devatas, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, Kali, Ganesh, you name it. By doing that type of prayer, you come here. The person who is a devotee of Shiva Baba, who does the Somvar Vrat, for example, tomorrow, Shravan month is running. The person who could get up tomorrow and do Lord Shiva Japa. The person who could play your Shiv Charita on your YouTube, listen to Shravana. The person who could fast Nirjal Vrat, fast without water, sunrise to sunset, if health permit. These people walk here. After living a life of giving themselves to Shiva, they will come here. Those people, now listen to them. Those people who give shelter when the sun hot or you bring up food and somebody's walking on the road on a little journey, please shelter, come bring for you, stand up in the yard, take shelter here. That person will come here. So imagine me and you go fast without water and Padre Vishnu will say, come out of the sun, and the two of us are going to get the same blessing. That hospitality. Atiti Dev Bhava. My guest is my God is my guest. When you harbor that type of love, we are saved by abundant of course using discretion. But when it may be friend or neighbor, let me leave it to that. Not necessarily stranger, because children listening. And he said, please come stand. Please take a shelter, take a rest for 2 seconds. Please. Please come. That person with that type of attitude, they come here. Those people who give holy people shelter when rain is falling too rough, when people make gifts, what type of gift? Gift of food. You see the people, in February they have a lot of food. And there's a member of the committee on it, but they share the food sometimes. Who went and left the tray with the prasad? Who went and do all this food? But the fact you didn't know, the person who makes the gifts, the person who shares the food, that person who blessed hand, because he knows a hungry person something to eat. And the person says in their mind and heart, they might not say it out, but good thing I get invited to this prayers. Good thing I come. Oh boy, this food is nice. The man who shares that food gets that portion of that blessing. People who sponsor, they also share that wealth as well. People, listen to this one, I love this one. People who give consolation to people who are mentally distressed. No puja day. Somebody's heart is corrupted, the girl cheated on him. This person is going through divorce. This person is in pain. Should I go back to the liquor? Should I drink the poison? And you come with your godly self and no, stop it. Stop it. And save that person. With your good words at minimum, you listen to them. That type of mental distress, you take that from that person and you save that life. That is equal and surpass Puja. That alone, if you have the attitude that you sit and if you just listen. I use children as an example. When children have to share worries and you know they're crazy to do stuff. For any teacher who you ever see how they just scrape up their hand when they want attention? Take pen and dig up their flesh. So mommy and daddy will see and they'll ask you what's wrong. What happened? For the parent that take the time to do it, before you do all the prayers, listen to your children and that will give you the salvation you're looking for. The person who goes to hermitage, so Baba, me and you, who go it on the Bharata, Nagpur and Kadarpur and Olpur, and somebody will just talk and listen to somebody going through the whole of it. Have you got any same lesson? Sometimes the concept is wrong. Think about it. I could sit down here and help the God inside us or understand my books. If we say Sitaram, I go to the God in everybody. And that person, whoever they might be, they're in a little trouble. And they don't know what to do. You who know what to do, you that level, you know more. And a person know less. You're wrong. You are wrong if you insult that person. Imagine I was doing prayers with Amira, and Amira never did prayers before. God help she. And she doing everything with she left. Imagine she pick up the career and she doing the RP so understand it back to front. Anti-clockwise. I could as a pundit way be like it's stupid. A big deal like you. But after you insult the person, think about Amira now. I hate this pundit, I hate the religion, I hate going back to the prayers here. Instead, how about this? Babe, I see you trying to do the art here, but you have a better way. If you do it this way, you'll be more blessed. If you do it the right hand, God will love you more. And lift people's same courage. Look at how you Gita says, when you know more and you have more, know how you put it at first. But don't break people. Don't insult people. You don't need to do it. Because when you do it, you damage them. If God lives inside everybody, stay away from that. Those people who delight in being truthful. There are some people, I am the treasurer for the devil, and I take pride that I have integrity. Not everybody can see that. Not everybody can say I'm straightforward. And I live by that principle. I have a little job that pays me for my family, my bread and butter, and I do my job honestly. Some people take pride. That is their dharma. Not everybody does that. I'm a married person, and I want to be fair to my spouse. In the eyes of my God, you gave me this bill, and I'll do right by this bill. Where I'm going to improve, I'll tighten knots and I'll do better. But I'll do it righteously. Same for the human body. People who enjoy doing it right, living in truth, they come through this door. People who control greed. It have some people, as they see you put on something nice, they have to. They gripe and they dribble for what you have. It's not something nice. You have to understand it's because also you have it. That also makes it, somewhat valuable. Greed to that extent. But then, the person who is devoted to father and mother, they come. When you think nobody is watching you for all his sacrifice, oh God, this old man, assure the old man, assure he just tests you, oh God. We all have those days. Our way very different. But you hold and you maintain your respect. This is where you end up just by doing that. They have a time in this life is give you. Give your life, husband, children, house, everything is given you. And then you have that time when that same life will start to take it back. You have to walk away from those steps. Remember, there's a painful step and a tiny step and a lovely step, and you run up them steps. And then one day you have to same step become a burden. The same house, I love this house. But they have a very nice temple. It look good. Until one day you have to paint it and maintain it. And then the same thing becomes like a burden. It's funny. But it's so nice that when the baby had to walk, mommy hold your hand and she teaches him how to walk. Oh, what a nice mother, look how supportive, oh God, bless him. But when mommy using her hand to hold, mommy had her time. Mom had to go to the job, mom, my wife will over be here this morning. I can't be with you in the temple. I'll drop you by the front door, fend for yourself. However, the person that devotes his life to parents. And when I say devote, please understand, this is not just doing what they ask you to do. This is the person who says, hey, how that foot they have cream. Sit down, let me rub your foot. Nobody ever to me. But with the love in your heart, I want to take care of you. The person who goes on when you was in diapers. My mother is always telling me, she enjoyed with that the first time that she had to change her children's diaper. She never thought she would. And she asked me one day, will you enjoy changing my diapers? And I And I think about it, where you going? That love is have to come. Not everybody has a truth for it. Some people beat their parents, lie to them, cheat them. I do many funerals, you know. And when they are Ma, oh God, Ma, what are you still going? Ma, how I will live? No, not your pension loan. That's the only God. But for some people who really worship them, they will come back. The people who take pleasure in the service of their teacher can be the secular teacher, the guru, like Guruji playing the violin, he teaches many people. If Baba, Guruji, could I help you take case today? Could I help you, lift your bag, bring a bottle of water to you? People who enjoy doing that Seva, they come. Then you have spiritual group for the Vishnu. You gave me the Diksha mantra, and I would like to help you put your bag, your sun heaven, let me help you. Could I rub your foot bend, and then do this person for 3-4 hours, what I can't do, That's Seva. In different ways, people do it, and those little acts will give you great rewards. Those people who give dan in terms of land, in terms of cow, people who cause others to do. Pandit give dan in land, give dan and think about it. But you do it. When you have Shraddha, think back, you see people giving a little pot in Tulsi plant. The Tulsi plant is a nice plant, it really does. But what you're really giving is the little ounce of mud, the land. Because if you go in winter, there's no Tulsi plant there. But sometimes they give a flower in plant, but the mud is what you're giving in charity. And you're praying on behalf of the deceased, let them get the blessing. In this way, these things allow the soul the access of the Eastern Gate. And what happens when these people walk through the door? They are ushered in very lovingly, water is sprinkled on them, and a transformation happens just before they come. Let me say that way, just before they walk through the door. They assume the form now, not of the soul, not of the Shukshamshari. Now they transform into Brahma, a likeness of Brahma. The Amraj is on a height, and he allows Brahma a seat, and they sit and they discuss, because your soul is godly. You are so activated in righteousness. Your true nature is showing. And they discuss righteousness and dharma, and then he allows him to go to Brahma. Sri Vishnu Bhagavan Ki Jai. The second gate, he says, tell me that if that is what people do, you go to September and find out all these different things, what else you have? What good a person will do? In the northern gate, the person is met with great amount of birds, swans, all different wonderful things. Who comes here? Pandit Vishnu would go and learn all the suktam, all the different prayers from the Veda. He will study these mantras his whole life. And every day he goes to the book, he finds a new one. Then, another person, they honor the guests that come to their house and they get the same blessing. So Baba read it from start to finish. And all you have to do is that when somebody comes to you, sit around, good evening, would you like a cup of water? That's a major part of our dharma. Young girls, young boys need to learn this. When somebody comes to your home, like in our time, we were taught, don't ask. Auntie, uncle, please accept this. And my grandfather taught us, put your hand underneath and hand the person with grace. Hand them a napkin, and in that way, treat them as if they are somebody. This language. They are somebody. Don't tell me the poor man come by your house and you have no regard. Or when the rich man come, you bring on the tray, the golden tray, then you are not the other way around. Not the other way around. The person who receives these guests, they come. The person who does Durga Puja or the Navrat Vrat, they come here. Those people that get up on a Sunday morning and do Surya and Narayan Puja or offer the Dara for Surya Narayan. How do you offer Dara for Surya? Why? Put your two hands up, straight the elbow, hold the lota, and tip forward. That is the posture. This is not the one that you're holding the chest. Or if you're doing Shiv Puja where you put your right foot flat and your left foot is by the knee like this, and different customs for different devatas. Surya Puja, Bhanu Puja, when done properly, the person walks here. The person who goes to bathe in the Ganges, the person who, like a police officer, a soldier, dies in the pursuit of righteousness, the person who goes to Varanasi and dies, the person who dies in the protection of cattle, they come here. What happens when they come? They reach to the door. And it is time now to be received by Yagnas, and they transform, not into Brahma, but they take the likeness of Shiva. They look like Lord Shiva, coming into the court of Yagnas, and he doesn't let them sit here on top here and the person here. He brings them side by side, and he puts them to sit and they discuss creation, about the universe, the expansion of the universe, and he teaches and they discuss, because now you are the likeness of Shiva. If within you we have a piece of God, some people realize it, some people don't. But when your righteous activity is so much, the godliness in you is permeating out. And that positive energy allows you to transform. And that is what is happening. Very good, very good, Baba, very good. Who is left? After discussing all those things, who is going to come through the Western gate, the remaining way? He says, this is the best gift. Here, when the person is going to enter the court, let me say, walk way to the door, come into the court. Elephants bend their heads in respect for this person. This is the highest caliber of soul that exists. God says, but what do they do to qualify to come here? Listen to what this man up until girls. He says the person has to be self-reliant. Don't put it. Don't study the Veda, don't study the Puranas, don't do all the jhana. Don't do all the charity, don't dress up in a nice curtain, none of that. He's self-reliant. Self-reliant means as you age. As you get ready for your third and your fourth ashram, you stop depending on people. In our life, we make people because of our happiness. When the children are happy, I am happy for them. When they are smiling, I am smiling. When the husband happy, I happy. When I want to carry, she has to cook it. When I want to iron, she got iron it for me. When we have to go by the bank, he just carry me and go by the grocery store. But now, with age, I want to start to come alone and I'm going alone. So I want to start to kind of pull a little distance from everybody. So I start to prepare my own food. And the person starts to really live an independent, maybe there's a independent life. That person comes. The person who has a good grasp of the scripture and will hopscotch from one text to the other text to understand the true grasp and true width of God. The person who does Satnarayan Puja, the person who does Ekadasi Vrat, and the person who chants Gayatri come here. People who practice ahimsa or non-violence come here. People who are faithful to their spouse come here. People who maintain the Bhavan at their home, they come here. People who live in the forest, people who do Lakshmi Puja on Diwali day, come here. And the person who has the drishti or the vision towards gold, stone, and earth, and never see a difference. Baba, I look right behind gold, that's true. There are some people who care about gems and jewelry, but oh Lord, if you take a piece of mud for some people, and you move it so you see the eyes start moving. Baba say, you know, you have to stop offering pinda with rice and salad, it's mud pinda. Because some people, they love money, and they want to carry the mud of the heart when they're going with them. Because you know, Indian people like to fight for land. They don't know about saying, okay, there's a man, I will leave that tree, I will leave that wisdom. That's okay. I don't have to fight for that. When a person overcomes those types of troubles, they come. The person who keeps all the vows, Ekadasi, Trayodasi Vrat for Lord Krishna and Lord Shiva, they come. The person who repays the errands. This is a little one. Do you know why we lift the box when mommy and daddy go in the coffin? Ma, you take your milk and you make me and you give me the bone and the muscle of that. Today, no, I use this bone and muscle to strain to lift you, to take you where you have to go, and I will pay you for the milk you give me. God, I like it. Pay them back. Don't owe anybody this life. And the last point, the person, watch how easy this one. Come through the Western Gate by doing Sunday Puja. Get up in the morning, light it here. In the evening, light it here and worship your God in the simplest of ways. By simply lighting the light and calling that Lakshmi. That simple act gives you the credit of coming through this gate. What happens? When the waters are sprinkled, the person transformed into Shankar, Chakra, Gada, Padma, hand in form of Mahavishnu. And Yagnas gets up and washes his feet. Gives him his own throne. Yagnas does not sit on his seat. He puts you to sit there. And he does worship for this person. Because the caliber of soul is so high that he respects you in this way. And they discuss, and then he allows him to merge into vehicle, go and never come back. This type of soul is not reborn. Whilst others might be born in kingly, in rich, in happy homes, in very educated homes, in homes where you are musically inclined, where you are blessed with gifts, and you wonder, wow, how did God make this child? Maybe somebody did proper shroud, maybe somebody lived properly, and they learned these gifts and they came back with me. Before we do the conclusion, you have power. Yeah, and we have a song. Anybody?
Isn't that beautiful message from Panditji? A round of applause, please. Thank you, Panditji. We will have one or two bhajans, but you know, Panditji talked extensively about karma. And one of the things I observed, we oftentimes very flippantly say, what you sow, you're going to reap. That's a Western idea. It is not an Eastern thought. When we talk about karma, for every action, Panditji says, there are results. And you don't have to wait until you pass away to get those results. Think about planting a mango tree, Baba. If you follow the Western thought, what you sow, you will reap. If I plant a mango tree, and my neighbor children come pick a mango, I'm not reaping mango. But the results of that action. Think about all of the results. I plant a mango tree. Before it started fruiting, the animals come and take shelter. They get little food shade. That's somebody benefiting. That blessing comes to you. That mango tree grows a little bit taller, and the birds come and they build their home there, and that becomes their home, all blessings. And that tree grows a little taller and it starts to fruit, and enable children to eat mango. They get more healthy. Blessing comes. You may not get mango, but you get blessings back. And that mango tree, as we all know, plants have a way of absorbing carbon dioxide and giving what? Oxygen. We breathe better because of that mango tree. More blessings to you. Others might have seen you do that act, and they say, no, that's a really nice thing to do. We will plant 10 mango trees instead, because I want to get 10 times more blessings. And so that blessing is welcome. And we can go on, and this is a cascading effect of just one. Think about all the moments you have, and Panditji very nicely talked about what would be after we're no longer. You can enjoy wonderful blessings while you're here, even after you're no longer. And continue to be that flow of goodness that will follow your soul. Wonderful discourse. We're blessed to have our dear brother, Rana Mohib. He's visiting with his family from same country, Trinidad and Tobago. A wonderfully talented individual. We'll ask him to make a contribution of one bhajan. And after that, we'll ask Bobby to do our final bhajan for you. I believe there are a few folks who brought prasad to offer. We will do that as we offer the we will offer prasad as well as the bhajan goes on. Again, this morning our puja is done by Amira and her parents and her grandmother, and so it is a blessing for us to have them here. Amira goes off to medical school or college to start with, college, and then she has her hopes set really high. She knows what she wants. College and then medical school. So we want to wish her well, may God bless her, and then we have Alex celebrating his birthday, and others as well who are celebrating. God bless all of you. Enjoy this beauty. On the 9th, which is a few days from today, a happy birthday. I'm sure somebody will sing somebody will sing a very happy birthday song before we're done with today, maybe after afterwards. Prem Sura Krishna Kadhaira Ki Jai. We will join together as we do the final few offerings. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivarnanam Urvarukamiv Vandana Mrityora Mamrita Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivarnanam Urvarukamiv Vandana Mrityora Mamrita Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivarnanam Urvarukamiv Vandana Mrityora Mamrita Swaha. Urvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat Swaha. Om Purnamana Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadakshyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Sarvavai Purnagvam Swaha. Om Sarvavai Purnagvam Swaha. Om Sarvavai Purnagvam Swaha. Sarvapapharam Nityam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Aachuryam Smayadatam Grahitvam Parameshwara. Shall we share the blessings? Stretch your hands. Om Dhanapamesi Dhanapamesi Om Ayuragmesi Ayurvedi Om Varchodagmesi Varchodvedi Om Sahosi Sahovedi Om Manyorsi Manyorvedi Agni Bhagwan Ki Jai. Have your seat. Before we conclude, one of the mothers of our temple is not well. She has been here for a while, but she messaged me and asked if we can all join one voice and sing something from Bhagavan Shiva. And so we will sing this beautiful bhajan and remember her. But not only her, there are many in our communities who need our prayers. As Bhagaji says, we can all pray for each other. We have this power. Sarvesha Mangalam Bhavatu, we oftentimes say. Let me all prosper, let me all be well, let me all enjoy the graces of the Lord together. This song has a beautiful chorus. We will all join in and we sing the wonderful name of Bhagavan Shiva. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah भोलेनाथ खरे है भोलेनाथ भोलेनाथ Oh,
So this morning, as we come to the end of our little time together, please walk away understanding what is it for. We can only talk so much this morning. What's the matter? Surrounding Dharma, dwelling with this standard that we should live by. This morning, we very clearly describe the benefit, merit, in really good that we all try to do from time to time. I put it into perspective that somebody could be a host. If they do say be a vegetarian, no way to be a talk about your personal prayer. Not the one with public, but the one where you're fasting and doing a prayer for your dear, your motives, that theological, etc. When you put that effort and you put that priority in your life, you will be rewarded. Sometimes you make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, get up and go. One day the girl making you hand go and it come up like coffee. Next day she do it, she'll get it right. And like that, everything will stumble before we go. Don't focus on the stumble. Last night I was talking about how we talk in them. You know, because you're not this time and you carry. You see who comment on the rest. You see that bad girl, that bad boy, the drug dealer, bad. They try to play this Swami and Swamini. But the truth is, the focus of the temple is for people that make mistakes, to find a place, a safe haven, to come for safe harbor, to get the support, like good company. We just talk about satsang. Satsang, good company, don't mean singing, drumming, or that. No. Satsang means surround yourself by people who are talking truthfulness and godliness so that it will infect you and you will see need to align yourself in that way. You know, you have the old statement, show me a friend and I'll tell you who you are. That applies here. And we just need to do satsang for that same thing. This morning in the last verse he said, the person who listens to this discourse and understands the merit of the devotion that a person does in the course of their life, in different ways, that person will never go through the sudden door in the lives of Yagnas. Know that just by listening to this, thinking about it, go home and tell somebody online, share, press the click that share button, and there's somebody will say it. And let them hear what you do this morning, and let them learn. But the child that is trying to be a good child with a little troublesome mother and father, for example, hold fast, hold on, don't give up. Sometimes people let you down, sometimes they use hurtful words that don't make you bad. Not because somebody does bad, you do bad. Somebody disappoints you, the husband do something, the children said something, you still have to do your duty. Krishna says by doing your duty, you find mukti, you find evolution. And that is what counts. It's not what other people do, but what you did in response to. How do you bounce back? Please remember that. This morning as I conclude, it was really nice being here. I thank you for your listenership. Father Krishna, thank you for the opportunity. Son, God bless you with that gift. Amin ji, from here my family, happy birthday. Happy birthday, son. Chief, as you are here with us, maybe you will give me a happy birthday, son. He is from the place, son. We have to celebrate that. Right? So after we do Arti, we will do the birthday song. Can I ask for the Arti? Can you understand? Everybody, let's all stand. Prem Sur Krishna Kadela Ki Jai. Sajam Cha Varti Sanyuta Rahina Yojitam Mayam
Ivan Behara Devesa Venukya We have for our in front, please take one if you like to make now. Om Jai Jagadish
Shoulders with these people, may that devotion infect me. And may you improve me. May you help me. I'm struggling. This week coming here, may you please be with me and protect me and guide me. Stand with my family and protect us from seen and unseen evil. Together, I'm so fine about Swameva Mata Swameva Swameva Bandhusya Sata Swameva Swameva Vidya Dharinam Swameva Swameva Sarva Shanti, Solomapati Mahadev ki Jai, Gaur Sudha Hanuman ki Jai, Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai, Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Jai Jai. Sit down, everybody.